How you gonna run the world? You can't even run your life. I'm Destiny's child, every day I survive. No time to plan how to improvise. If you was real, you'll recognize.
Welcome to this brand new episode of 2K TV, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. We are grateful to be spending our time with you right here on 2K TV.
Yes, and we know many of you are going to be spending a lot of time this
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sport. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the three. And for the Lakers, and some changes here for the Lakers. Junior comes in for Harrell, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Jamal Crawford. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. That'll be a 5-second call. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
And it's Junior missing. His leads have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Valanciunas, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Clark's checked in. Kuzma outside. To the paint. Here's Junior. Steve from Valanciunas. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
That's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Jones the pass to Chang. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Takes the turnaround Jay. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis trailing here.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end. His athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
The pass to Melton. And he gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Junior. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Crazy to think just how recently Junior took up basketball. We know he's a raw talent and was a football player back in high school. That's one reason why the upside is so high on him.
You know, Greg, you think of guys like Duncan, Embiid, the Dream. They all started playing basketball late as well, and Junior could follow their path.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Mark against Gasol. Here's Melton. Chang with a clean look. Hits it from three-point range.
Good rhythm in the catch-and-shoot game. Defensively, you'd prefer to force Chang into at least one dribble. Not quite as effective if he has to put it on the ground.
Here's Junior. A solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Junior's got 6 points.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Jones dishes to Chang. No good from outside.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Kuzma, that's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Jones looking for an opening. Count it, good.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
The Lakers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. That free throw, no good.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Junior and stolen by Chang. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Melton. Takes a 3. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And, you know, who would have thought Chang would develop this kind of range? I mean, even if it's intermittent.
Pass to Junior. Kuzma outside. With 1 on the clock, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's...
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. It's going to be your foundation, but both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Clark. He's out there with Forky Dang. Tyus Jones out there with Winslow. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Inslow kicks to Zhang. Just 5 to shoot. Kuzma pulls it in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Inside. Zhang, the pass to Anderson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And so he hits both. Los Angeles leading by 5. Caruso kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Junior, and he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points for Junior.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell-Pope. Love seeing that.
Here's Melton. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Here's Chang. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Junior. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Now here's Chang. He's tightly guarded. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In last season, big man Gorgie Jang with a huge lead in three-point attempts. Had about as many in one season as he had in the 6 years prior in his career.
You know, Greg, I always liked his shooting mechanics and touch going back to college. It was just a matter of him extending the range, and now that he knows he can do it, I think he'll continue to do more. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Anderson outside. "51 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Chang. And another miss by Memphis.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Outside, Jones. Anderson, the bounce pass. Here's Clark, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And the rejection by Chang. Now Jones. Dish now to Clark. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Junior's checked in for Harrell. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jamal Crawford. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Markieff Morris is out there with Junior. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Kuzma against Anderson. Outside, Jones. Pass to Melton. And here's Valanciunas. Here's Clark. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Clark's got 6 here in this quarter. Caldwell-Pope outside. Valanciunas on the double team. Here's Morris. The feed to Junior. It's stolen by Valanciunas and stolen by LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul him.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility. Early in his career, I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And that one's good, Junior.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. Screen.
Brooks against Kuzma. Brooks misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Kept alive. Passes it to Junior. Back to Schroeder. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Feeds to Clark. Poke loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. On the wing, Morris. And it's good off the back rim and in. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And every team loves getting a night like this out of their big man. Valanciunas is the biggest lion in the Serengeti.
Down low. Here's Junior. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Kuzma against Brooks. Pulls up. High post. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Here's Junior. Morris trying to free himself up. And it's Junior missing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Jones. Brooks from outside. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Schroeder, left side, with 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is good. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And so it's Los Angeles. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Free throw drops for Crawford. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're behind by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For great
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, what you working on?
Guess we met. Lift me again. Once again, the devil slip me once again. That 2K give me riding in the Benz. I got no ciphers, nobody to fight for us. Like that teacher take a love. Tell me where's the ciphers. Shawty screaming Mayday, Mayday. Can I be late? I'm yelling Mayday, baby. You made of plastic, always overreact.
What's good? I'm the 2K MC, and I'm here to break down all the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, get started with Basketball Gods. See how long you can go without losing for a chance to earn some sweet prizes. On Sunday, make your way over to the Rec.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast. We are new.
Well, the ceremony was.
Thank you, DA. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Crawford. And Harrell's in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
LeBron outside, back to Schroeder. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Junior trying to get open as Davis lays it up off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity.
They feed off the energy of Dennis Schroeder, and when he gets these opportunities, he makes the most of them.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. And here is Doncic. 29 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Hardaway, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And that one's good, Junior.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Caldwell Pope against Hardaway. Lock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A 3 for Doncic. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Porzingis at the elbow. Doncic with it. Picked up by Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Fires the 3. And it's Doncic missing.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Powell finds Doncic. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Dallas again missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Lakers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Here's Burke. 20 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
To the middle, here's Junior. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 6-point Laker lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right place defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Burke hits them both. Lakers leading by 4. Caruso kicks to Kuzma. To the paint. Lakers spin the ball around now. And the 3 off target. So for Dallas, their last game a loss to Denver. Up top, Burke. They double him with Junior. Powell, the pass to Richardson. Stein kicks to Doncic. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
From 7, and that one's good, Junior. He's got 10.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Burke dishes to Doncic. That one doesn't drop. Gasol with the defensive effort. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead. Doncic against Kuzma. Now Doncic. Doesn't go either for Doncic. So it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their... The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. Outside Hardaway. Brunson scanning the floor. It's to Porzingis. Shoots over Schroeder, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Richardson. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Stein in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Davis. Over Porzingis. Here's Junior. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And here we go.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Passes it to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Over Davis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Caldwell Pope passes to Junior. Shot left block. For 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Schroeder's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Richardson the pass to Brunson. They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
Mavericks making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. Schroeder outside. Down low. Here's Junior. Here's Davis. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Richardson, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Inside, here's Junior. Paulie Stein grabs the board.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Brunson against Schroeder. Now, here's Doncic. T right on him. To Brunson. That shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Lakers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
St. Burks checked in for Dallas.
Nice work inside by Paulie Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Lakers leading by 21. Caldwell Pope outside. Junior dishes to Davis. And here's James outside. Mavericks with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I'll tell you, overtime games usually are special, and this one qualified for that. But both teams absolutely gassed at the end.
Doncic against Schroeder. Doncic, no good. A dominating first half of basketball. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. Foul.
I'm all right.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very... Some Sandbergs will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Lakers, Junior's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. So the Lakers 5 right now. Markieff Morris is out there with Junior. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Schroeder outside to the inside. Junior kicks to LeBron. Down low. Here's Junior. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Burke kicks to Cauley Stein. And there's the pass to Powell. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg. But he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Schroeder outside, back to James. Pass to Junior. Richardson with the double team. Junior with it, working on Cauley Stein. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got 5 points so far.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Doncic passes to Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Pass to Junior. To the paint, Powell with the steal. Doncic with it. He's got 15. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Morris.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
To better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Richardson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Kicks it out to James. Kuzma passes to Junior. To the middle. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Well, this is what you like to see from Morris, being aggressive. Hammer it down with authority, big man.
1:12 left in the third. The feed to Doncic. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Junior. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. In the corner, it's Richardson. Doncic outside. And here is Burke. He has 5. Pass to Richardson. He gets it in there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lakers leading by 16. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out to the wing. Junior kicks it over to Schroeder. Kuzma outside. Lakers working the ball around now. The kick out to LeBron. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Wide open look here for Cauley Stein. Dallas, no good that time either. It could go. A shot missing. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. And it's Richardson in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Porzingis can't hit.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Doncic passes to Richardson from the wing. And it's Doncic missing. And so Crawford will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's an 18-point game. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Richardson finds Doncic. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the rap of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldrich, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
This plane is crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby, yeah. You made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'm gonna go subtract. It's crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby, yeah. You made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'ma go subtract it. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. X's and homos, I don't wanna know what's happening. Brody told me slow me or I end up money in the basket, thought that it's plane crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. You made of plastic, and ain't no way you play me. I guess we cool back then. You made me block my friends. I guess we met our ends. Love flip me again. I'm off that once again. The devil slip me once again. I got that Colgate, give me. Riding in the Benz, I got no time for us. Nobody to fight for us. Might not need your type of love. Tell me where's the cipher? Shorty screaming Mayday, Mayday. Can I be a lady? This plane's crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby, yeah. You made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'ma go subtract it. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine.
We are excited and grateful to have WNBA superstar Candace Parker back in NBA 2K21.
Yeah, you're not only going to be seeing her in the WNBA mode, but you're going to hear her as well in Next Gen as a special guest commentator alongside Kevin Harlan.
It's one of my favorite things about the game, sitting down, hooping with 2K.
Let's send it down to David Aldrich.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Crawford out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Harrell in at the center position. And for San Antonio. Greg, we're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better. And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Hurdle, the pass to Lyles. Johnson against Davis. To Lyles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Clearly foul.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
The Lakers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Now, here's Mills. Just 5 to shoot. They get it again. Another shot. And Pirtle lays it up and in.
But on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Lakers leading by 20. Kuzma outside. From 6 feet, here's Junior. It's tipped. And here's Mills. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the dunk by Lyles.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Caruso, the pass to Junior. It's tipped. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Vassell. Here's Pirtle. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Junior, and no good.
Cameras. Jesse made another one. I'm from the home all up. Trying to put my life in. How I got my.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Candace Parker, so excited to have you back on the show today. Now, last year was your first year in NBA 2K as well as the WNBA. What was the response from fans of you being in the game?
Well, I've gotten so much love from the fans for being in the game, but, you know, my family, my nieces and my nephews play 2K all the time.
Coming right up, the Spurs taking on the Lakers. For the San Antonio Spurs, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection, the unspoken bond that yields victory. Lakers, Spurs, coming right up. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Crawford. And it's Harrell in at the 5 spot. And for San Antonio. Two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
And the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame, so skilled in how he earns calls on his way up with the shot. And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
San Antonio making a switch here. Isles checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Arcasol comes in for Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And Junior throws it down. And Beats has quite the all-star roster, don't they, of NBA representatives. You can add Junior now to their list of spokesmen.
From musicians to athletes, Beats has always looked at rising stars to attach their brand. Seeing how he's played, it makes sense that they'd want to bring Junior into the fold.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Walker's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Second free throw, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Lakers trail by 5. For three, Caldwell Pope trains it from beyond the arc.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brains and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And here's Mills. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And that one's good, Junior. Well, Greg, we know what kind of energy that Junior plays with on the floor. That's led to energy company Mobile One reaching out for him to be a spokesman.
And it just feels like all the Fortune 100 companies are reaching out to Junior. Hey, this guy's destined for greatness, and the offers are just rolling in.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Morris is checked in for Marc Gasol. The Lakers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Numbers last year for them, just about. %, so the bottom third of the league.
Walker the pass to Mills. Falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Spurs lead by 2.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Kuzma, that's good.
Embracing the chance to step up there. Love watching Kuzma knock down the revenge 3-ball.
Now here's Mills. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Walker's shot is off. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Warriors. Here's Junior, lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Walker looking for an opening. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Lyles. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Lakers shooting the ball at a 46% clip to start this game out. Lakers passing it around. Here's Junior, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio. The Lakers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. That misses, so he splits the free throws. San Antonio's gone 4 of 5 from 3-point land to get things going here in the first. Mills passes to Vassell. And it's Lyles in the corner. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Junior with it. Pirtle's there. Here's Junior. And Pirtle pulls it down. Now Mills. Outside, Walker. Oh, good on the 3. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Oh, got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Junior's out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Caruso in at the point. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Alex Caruso. Schroeder outside. Caldwell Pope against Gay. Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice.
Gay dishes to Walker. And the pass to Murray. Outside Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 19 points for Aldridge.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Nobody near Gay. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Feeds it to Junior. Looking to end the run. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Walker in the corner. Inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Gay. Count the basket. And it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
And the razor-sharp focus of Gay. Never letting defenders get to him on these shots.
Timeout called the Lakers. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see? Here's Caruso. 8 points his last outing. Here's Junior. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Junior's got 10 points.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Caldwell Pope against Walker. No good from 11 feet. Lakers trail by 13. Up top, Kuzma. Here's Junior. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. There's 1:47 left to play here in the half. Mills looking it over. Off target from outside.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Caldwell Pope pass to Junior. There's the double team with Walker. From outside the arc. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Caldwell Pope.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Walker against Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Miles. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And Pirtles sends it back. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation for how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Good on the bucket.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
To the paint. Junior dishes to Morris. Kuzma outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the middle. Here's Junior. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Mills. It's good. Mills has got 5 points so far.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Spurs with some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Mills in for Derek White. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol's checked in for Harrell. Jr. comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Jamal Crawford. We've got Mills. DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5.
And when it comes to athletic small forwards, Gay's the cream of the crop. An aggressive player whose reach really helps him on both offense and defense.
And it's Junior missing. Spurs leading by 15. Murray with it. 8 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Junior with it. He's against Gay. Here's Junior, and it's in there. He's got 15.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. And the 3 ball is good.
And then 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic spot in the open man.
And see Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP dedicated himself to defense. Tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
San Antonio leading by 15. And here is Murray. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Junior. Kuzma passes to Junior. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Junior. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. Here's Junior. A rebound by the Spurs.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Counted good.
And Gay is surprisingly finessing the paint, a real offensive juggernaut.
Kuzma outside. Here's the floater. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. 15-point game. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Craig, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Morris comes in for Mark Gasol. And it's Crawford in for Caldwell Pope. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
And so Walker nails both of them.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Here's Vassell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call.
Thank you.